What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this series of the M Sport LCI E90 conversion. Now, like I mentioned in part 1, we will be doing the tail light conversion and the tailgate conversion, and I'm going to show you how it's done. In this process I'm learning as I go, but will do my best for you to understand. And yeah, now I've not been uploading frequently due to the weather. If you're from the UK, you know that we've been having heavy snow, which is coming in the way of me working on my car and the mods that I have for this car. So it's calmed down a little bit, so I can slowly start working on my car. Now we have our boot right here. I've already did the easy part. I've took off my number plate like I mentioned before. Anyway, the first thing we need to do is pop our boot. So I've got the keys right here. Now what we want to do first is remove the boot cover. I'm going to show you how you do that. We have these clips, so we're going to get our trim removal tool. Now these clips are really a pain. I don't really like the BMW clips. I tried using my interior trim removal. It helped a little bit, but I had to eventually use pliers to remove it, but it's not really damaged. It's okay, so it's fine. It will still do the trick. That's fine, but at least we got that off now. Before we go any further, we want to memorize what the layout of the wiring is, because we will have to use the original wiring from the car. Before you work on any wiring, we're gonna disconnect the battery. So we've got a 10mm socket here. Now you just remove that, and you get a cloth, you just wrap it up and then do it away safely. So it's quite hard to do it with one hand, which is right here. So now that is the battery disconnected. Now we can remove the wiring and then remove the tailgate. So what we're going to do now is unplug all the harnesses and the wirings, and we'll eventually have to bring it through out here and disconnect this and remove this, then we can remove the boot. But yeah, so I'm gonna get straight to that. More clips. That's one. That's another one. Now we have the last one. I just gently feed the wires through. Carefully take all the wires through, and this is our wiring, so we're just going to keep that to a side. Now once you took the wires away, you want to keep these bolts and get a Torx 30 and remove these bolts that are in the bottom. So therefore when we remove them to the bottom bolts, the boot will still be able to stay on by these bolts, and you just want to lift it up and remove it. Have it, bolt removed. Now you want to just lift up gently. Now we have the old boot removed. Time to get the boot lid. Now as you can see, this is how you put the boot on. You can use the colour as your marker. So where the colour fades away, you can use that as an outline, and that's how you would align it. We now have got the boot on securely. Now the way we lined it up, I'll just show you. So this is how you'd line it up. So make sure just use the colour marking where it was previously held. This is slightly a bit off, so I'm going to fix that just slightly. And then I'm thinking of keeping this boot cover because it's more advanced, has the safety hazards, so whereas the other one didn't, as you can see. So thinking of keeping that, but for now we need to remove this. And because I bought this from a wrecked car, it already came with the wiring. But what I'm going to do is, to make it so much easier, well, I'm going to use the original wiring that came with my car and disconnect all this. So but I've already removed the clips because it was a pain, so I'm just going to take it off like this. And then what you do is you just take the two top screws, just want to undo them, and then this boot cover will come off. We have removed the boot lid cover. So guys, what I'm having to do is get my old number plate light unit and replace the one I have here, because the one I have on this boot lid does not have this wiring harness for me to plug into. Therefore I need to just use my old one, and it has LED lights anyway, so it's good to go. So I'm just going to replace this on my boot lid. Now I feel like this is an important procedure that most YouTubers didn't show, but what I did was, the way I took this out was, it was first clipped like this. So I unlocked it from the sides, both sides, lift the cover up, and I'm using this little tool right here, and I'm pressing down at the pin, and as I'm pressing, I'm also pulling on the wire, and it will just slide out. It's a bit awkward, I can't really do it on camera, but what I'm doing is I'm going to swap this wire with the black and blue wire and see if that makes a difference. Because I've just seen YouTubers, what they do, they just swap these two wires, and I feel like this is really important, so keep that in mind, guys. So I'm just going to see how it goes and let you know. So now I've got both of the wires removed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one in here where this wire was, and this wire in the black and blue wire slot. And then once I'm going to do that, I'm going to close that, connect the battery again, plug it in with the light, and see if it functions well. If it does, it means we can do the exact same with the opposite side. Okay, so I have managed to successfully swap the wires over, and now I'm just gonna lock that in place like so. And now it's time to test it out and make sure I did the right thing. Once you have switched these two wires, the blue and black, and the pink and green, you want to swap the brown wire with the yellow and purple. So we're just going to do that now. Before I put everything away, what I did to fix the fog lights were I swapped all the 4 wires. So this is how it should be. So the black and blue wire at the sides. So I did the opposite with the same. So it's black, brown, green and pink, and yellow and purple. That's the order, guys. I've not seen many YouTubers explaining that, so can you see? So it's black and purple this side, the other side was black and blue, and then it's brown, and then it's green, and then the yellow. So that's how it should be, then you'll have no issues with the light. Now I can't stress this enough. I hope this helps you. You can comment down if you need any help, but that's the importance when it comes to repinning this. A lot of people on this haven't explained that properly, which is why I had my trouble as well, but I'm here to simplify things and make things easy for you. So all we need to do is change these sides, but before we do the sides, we're just going to wrap up the boot. So now what we're going to do is take this cover off, and you can bend this just carefully. I've done it before, so it's okay, I know how it works. See, I'm missing bolts, which is why I got myself new sets of 8mm bolts. But what you're going to do is we're going to take the bolts out. So yeah, we're just going to remove these lights. There we go. Put these lights on. Oh, 8mm bolt, and there's one here, one far end, one down here. You want to just screw your bolt in, plug it in, and you just want to do the same on the other side as well. We have successfully secured the tail lights and plugged it in, and also the boot lid is secure. All the wires are tidied up. Now we're just going to test it. So what I'm going to do first thing is shut the boot and see the difference it made. Okay. Whoa! That actually looks so nice. I have to say, this is one of the best mods I have done. It makes a huge difference to your car. Look at this. As you can tell, I already got the tail lights tinted. Now we're currently inside, so we've got the slight issue. Let me just show you guys. Okay. So we have this warning light, and when we use our indicators, it is faster than normal, which means you know, there's some error of some sort. So what I'm going to do now, I've got this device, a Kali adapter, 2nd generation. Now I'm just going to plug this in and connect this with my phone and remove this warning light. So we're going to hopefully it usually works, but we're going to try. Okay, down here, OBD, that cover goes off. Now the system will be recognizing it. You want to turn the ignition on. Now I'm just going to decode this and see if it works. So we have finally got the car to work, guys. So the indicator is working, there's no warning light. So guys, this is the end result of the LCI conversion. I have to say it looks amazing, and we got the lights working, so I'm just going to show you that quickly. So here are the lights, all working perfectly, and I would definitely recommend this mod. Now I understand there might be some confusion. If there is anything, just comment down below and I'll do my best to try help you out. Excuse the wind. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This makes your car look so much more aggressive. I'm really pleased with it and I'm so glad. It is totally worth it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.